Okay. So third fight after the Deontay Wilder loss, knocked out Kajanu, Travis Kaufman, his rehabilitation. Came out on what some people say is credible advice, is it Rick Glaser, that he is in his 40s. This fight to me is interesting, Christian Hammer. I don't think they're matching Ortiz. Like, he's got the same reach as him. He's got a 19-pound weight advantage, and there's only half an inch differential in height. I don't think they're matching Ortiz well, putting him in there with Troutman, who was going to run. And now you've got this guy here, Hammer, who, when he decided to go into his shell against Povetkin and not really try and win like that, I thought Povetkin boxed well. You can go my post-fight analysis. I actually thought he boxed pretty well, kept his composure. But it was a negative effort from Hammer. And if he is in survival mode, if he's fighting to make Ortiz look bad, he may well achieve that. He may well achieve that. If he opens up, it could be quite an exciting battle, you know. We have to remember, Ortiz hits hard. I'm not saying David Price is any great heavyweight, but one thing he does do, he does hit hard. This guy got off the floor from some of David Price's best bombs and came back to knock him out. Now, when Hammer fought Tyson Fury, that was totally different. He couldn't lay a glove on Fury. Couldn't lay a glove on him. And say what you want about Fury, it wasn't like toe-to-toe, blood and guts heavyweight action from Fury, no. But he neutralized anything that Hammer could throw. I'm not sure Hammer landed a punch. And then when it was time, he finished him off. He did finish him off. And there's a lot of people going around the heavyweight, talking about the heavyweight division, and they keep saying Tyson Fury can't punch. And if you look at the Pianetta result, then if that's the only time you saw him fight, you might well make that assessment. But I think he's still lacking muscle memory, Tyson Fury, and muscle mass perhaps. 2 years out, nearly 3 years out. But Tyson Fury can punch. He can punch. And one of them heavyweights, better not listen to all these people where he's going to find himself on the floor or taking shots that they really need not be taken. So here we go. .6'3" heavyweights, old school height. When I say old school height, this is 1990 height and 1980s height, you know. And as time goes by, these heavyweights are going to get smaller and smaller, seem very small. Jab to the body straight away from Ortiz. Looking quite light on his feet. Hammer coming forward. Not looking in great shape. 19-pound weight advantage, but it sure isn't brolic, you know. He looks in worse shape than when he fought David Price. Jab over the top by Ortiz. Okay. Keeping on his toes. Throwing them rangefinders. Left. Very early days. Hammer, very slow of foot. Will he be able to get out the way when Ortiz unleashes some big bombs? I mean, he's not exactly trying to use a range-finding jab to keep him off. He's mauling inside with him, which isn't a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Ortiz doesn't seem to mind it, though. I think that will suit Hammer more, though, that mauling type of fight. Trying to get the southpaw left in. Ortiz fell a little short with it there. He too doesn't have the quickest feet. But compared to Christian Hammer, he's looking like a ballerina in there. When he takes them little movements to his right. Looks like he's got pretty lithe footwork. He's obviously studied Hammer. He's trying to avoid that right hook. Dancing to his right. Okay. Range finding shots from the both of them, keeping it in the ring center. Hammer not fleeing at all. Okay, right hook by Ortiz. Hammer ate it well, he smiled. Came back with his own right hand. Came back with his own right. Oh, he came back with another shot. Ortiz lands a straight left. This could be a little bit of a shootout. Hammer definitely has more cajoles than Kaufman. And we can see that already. Not only that, I don't think he has the, I'm going to say that survival gene that Kaufman has. He wants to win. He actually wants to win this. Even though he did display that survival mode against Povetkin. This time here, he's more flat-footed. Against Povetkin, he just didn't really want to plant his feet at all, hold his feet. Ortiz opting to stand in between rounds. Interesting. Okay. Both men standing in between rounds. No stalls in the arena. Hammer standing too. They're saying no lulls, hands up, land the overhand right. Yeah, you can see that that's the punch that Ortiz is very wary of. He doesn't want to get caught by that overhand right. They've done a little study. And that's their job to do that. Just because Hammer's coming in as the opponent, it doesn't mean that he has to be disregarded and disrespected. You've got to take it serious. Good left to the body by Ortiz. Nice right hand work. Oh, he's down. No, not down. Oh, for Ortiz was down. He seemed to catch Ortiz with something. Ortiz motioning his hand in a bolo style, trying to throw that uppercut. Hammer looks like he wants a fight. Hammer wants a fight. Hammer wants a fight. And I want to see this and see how Ortiz responds to somebody who wants a fight. I do want to see this. That could be very interesting. I have a very high suspicion that Ortiz is a front runner. And if you put it on him, he won't be half the fighter he is when he's just allowed to move around the ring at his own laconic pace and counter. This is interesting, though. I want to see the slow motion replay if it gets to the end of the round. Ortiz is going to have to work a few things out to get this guy out. He's backing up now. See, this is what he was doing against Povetkin. Hammer backing up. He looks a little tired already. Looks like he's run out of ambition. He tried to throw a few shots there. And he's in total survive mode, backing up on the ropes now. Looks a bit ungainly. Looks tired. Okay. See, this is what Ortiz likes. I don't think he was too... Oh, little right by Hammer. Little right-hand counter by Hammer. And then again, and again, and again. Not much on them. Because he's throwing them literally with his back on the ropes. He's saying no when Ortiz is landing with that straight left. As if to say, not feeling the power. Anyone can say that. Breathed in very heavily, did Hammer. Oh, left to the torso by Ortiz. Hammer looks a little hurt. Oh, he countered with a good right himself, Hammer, though. Countered with a good... He's sneaky. See, that's what he did with Price as well. Hammer is sneaky. Hammer is a very sneaky guy. He's very sneaky. He looks like he's out of it, then all of a sudden he'll pop one over. That was a decent round. You'd have to give it to Ortiz, but it was a decent round. That was a decent round. And what it tells you is how good a boxer Tyson Fury is. It was a knockdown, man. It's a knockdown. That's not a knockdown. Look like you knocked Ortiz down, bro. Let's have a look again. Let's have a look again. All right, they're not getting a good angle on it. They're rushing the replay. I'd love to see it again, but Ortiz being quite good left to the stomach. Hammer felt that, boy. He felt that shot there. He felt that. He didn't like that. Sticks his tongue out. You know he got caught with a good shot. But not a bad fight. Not a bad fight from Hammer here. Quite entertaining heavyweight bout so far. There's Hammer keeping his head down, steaming in, throwing at 1-2. Didn't land. Ortiz back on his toes. Boxing smartly. Boxing wisely. You know? Boxing wisely. He looks like he's very cautious of that right hand. Look, he's milling. He's milling. He's on the mill. He's on the mill, people. Ortiz on the mill. Not saying he's hurt or anything, but he's very respectful of Hammer's right hand. Is he injured or something? It looks like he's not as gung-ho as he could be. There's the jab. He's boxing well, though. Oof. Hey, Hammer's catching him. Hammer is catching him with some shots. Hammer is catching him. See, but I don't think one shot from Hammer is going to be enough. He has to apply pressure on all. There's Ortiz being a little cheeky there with the footwork, turning sideways on Hammer. As if to say, yeah, what? Hammer has to apply pressure to Ortiz to get any results. One shot at a time, probably not going to do it. Probably not going to do it. Unless it's a really good shot. Okay, what's happening here? Hammer actually not doing bad this round. Not getting hit. Ortiz not really going for it. Oh, a little right by Hammer in that exchange. Ortiz very cautious, just prodding that jab from long range. There's no way he can land no power shot from there. Oh, there he goes. Hammer nodded his head as saying no, didn't hurt, or didn't it? Good left by Ortiz though. Good left by Ortiz. Good work. Good work. Using the jab. He's using it as a rangefinder. Then put him sort of some steam behind the left. He needs to snap that left out a little more. And oh, Hammer with a little left hook. Oh, Hammer catching him in them exchanges, man, with little short combinations. He's quicker than what he looks. But he's gasping in air. He's not very fit, is he, for this one? He really isn't. Oh, good body shot by Hammer. Come up to the head. This is a good little scrap. Good little scrap. Hammer on the retreat for the most of it. No. I'm not scoring. I'm not scoring. But Ortiz is up on the cards as far as I'm concerned. But then again, did Hammer score a knockdown in that second round? Not much in it. They're not matchmaking him very well, you know, because even if he does get the W, they're going to say, well, this guy lost against Tyson Fury, lost against Povetkin. What are you telling us by beating this guy here? Not clean shots. Yeah, they landed though. It put him over. Something put him over. It was. To me, that's a knockdown. Good shot by Ortiz with that left hand. Hammer laughing at it though. Okay. Ortiz has landed some good shots and Hammer's laughed them off so far. Will he be able to continually do this? Is the question. Hammer doesn't really have a jab to speak of. It's just out there, just pushing his hand out. Ortiz is throwing his with more snap. He's the only one with any semblance of a jab so far. And that could cost Hammer in the long run. He needs to snap something, you know, back into Ortiz's face as well. Good shot by Ortiz, that left hand. But Hammer shaking them off. Hammer shaking them off. But they're good shots. They are good punches by Ortiz. Shaking off power puncher's best left hand's a southpaw as well. Good jab by Ortiz. Great jab by Ortiz. Especially as Hammer's tiring and he's backing up in straight lines looking for that ropes. This is nice work by Ortiz. Little left hand by Hammer. He's looking to counter again, Hammer. Ortiz has to watch out. He's a very sneaky guy. Very sneaky. He hasn't been brought in to win. Ortiz is a huge favorite going into this. Hammer landing some good shots, some good boxing by Hammer here, though. Some good boxing by Hammer himself. Not enough to win the round. Okay, Ortiz trying to tee off. Hammer looking for the counter. To the body, to the head. Oh, counter. There's a counter. Right hand counter by Hammer. Interesting. That's the shot that Ortiz has been very cautious of. Oh, Hammer catching him. Hammer catching him. Hammer's catching him. Yeah, he's catching you, Ortiz. Yeah, you're damn right he's catching you. He gets you, Ortiz. He knows he's getting caught. This is a good fight. It's a good exchanges. Hammer boxing actually he's very sneaky. Oh, good right to the body by Hammer. Ortiz coming back with some shit himself. Yeah. Oh, caught Ortiz again. Ortiz motioning with his right hand, but he's throwing it very sparingly. Hammer looks like he's warming into it. That's a good round. That's a good round. It's a good round. You have to score it to Ortiz again, I believe, but interesting work by Hammer. Very interesting. Very competitive rounds. And this is a competitive fight. He's turning out to be a good opponent for Ortiz. He is. Great left hand by Ortiz. Hammer at it pretty easy. Good body shot by Ortiz in the slow motion replay here. Trying to get some combos off. The body is the only shot that's really open to him. The rest was blocked and smothered on the high guard. Okay. Ortiz working behind that jab, looking for that opening. Start of the fifth. Right. I'm still pretty ambitious, man. This ain't no Travis Kaufman. Give him that. I'll give him that. Still pretty ambitious. Oh, great left hand by Ortiz. Great left. Hammer showing very good punch resistance so far. Oh, you see that right counter? The right counter by Hammer. Oh, he just missed the uppercut. Ortiz catching it. Ortiz is suspect, man. Ortiz is suspect. I feel Ortiz, one of these young guys who really wants it and knows that if one of them young heavyweights comes in that ring and look, I know he's going to catch me with some of his counter-punching skills. I know that, yeah? But if I can get this guy over the fifth and apply the pressure to his body and use a thumping jab, I can get results. Hammer looks like he's bloody around the left nostril, but he's still plodding forward. Good left hand, I should say, by Ortiz. That left hand has been very accurate. Oh, Hammer coming back with some shots. Not landing cleanly there. Ortiz milling again, wisely. Oh, good shots by Hammer. Is that a fake wobble by Ortiz? Or did he feel it? Coming back frame with some venom with that left hand there, Ortiz. Hammer putting up a good battle here. That's what he wants to do, Hammer. Is finish them combinations with the left hook. See if he can catch Ortiz. Ortiz just prodding with that jab, not poking it. Not poking it at all. Is Ortiz bloody around his nose as well? Applying pressure though. Little short right by Hammer. Off. Good exchanges, man. Ortiz looks like he's bloodied up around his face, man. Good left hand at the end of the round by Ortiz. Ortiz clearing these rounds. Round by round. Yeah, he's bloodied up. Look at all the blood coming off his nose. From the towel. Yeah, he's bloodied up. He's bloodied up. But it is boxing. It is boxing, but this guy was supposed to be just a tune-up, but he's giving Ortiz a lot of angles and stuff to work out. And he's got a very tough head. Either that. Oh, see that right hook by Hammer there in the slow motion? Yeah, Ortiz, but yeah, he dabbed his nose when he got caught with that. He dabbed at his nose. It was a fake wobble. Man, Ortiz. AJ is cleaning the boogie man. I tell you what, you got AJ Ortiz. You're getting draped over that rope, bro. I'm telling you, you don't beat AJ. I'm telling you, you don't beat Tyson Fury or AJ. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? Dillian White. That'd be a good fight. Because look, let's not taking it away from Hammer. Hammer's showing he's got some skills. It's not just Ortiz's poor. Hammer does have some skills. Hammer does have some skills. Let's remember, he did take Povetkin to 10 rounds. Oh, he caught Ortiz with a 1-2. He caught Ortiz with a 1-2. Ortiz is dabbing his nose. And he's raising his hands, Hammer. Okay, and he's showing out to the crowd now. This is very interesting. Straight right by Hammer. Ortiz milling, not throwing anything. Oh, he's applying pressure to Ortiz. He's applying pressure to Ortiz. Wow. This is a good fight. This is a good fight. Surely Ortiz ain't going to let the initiative go from here. I mean, he must be at least 4-2 up. Or at least 5-2. I'd say at least 5-2. 4-1, 4-1 up, or something like that. Previous rounds. Going into the sixth, we're into the sixth now, 1:30 on the clock. Good work by Ortiz with that right. Hammer, what's Hammer doing? He clowning around? What's he doing? What's he doing? What's Hammer up to? He looks like some drunken style boxing style, or is he genuinely hurt? Ortiz's nose is busted. He's bleeding profusely from that nose. Another right hand counter by Hammer. Oh, caught Ortiz again. Catching Ortiz to the face. He's dabbing that nose, Ortiz again. Dabbing at that nose. Dabbing at that nose. Is it broken? Ortiz is pretty badly injured, man. Man, I don't think you can beat AJ. I don't think you can give AJ even a good test. I'll be honest with you. I don't think you could. I really don't. I think you can land some good punches, perhaps, but ultimately, oof. This is interesting stuff here. Oh, great body shot by Hammer. Great right hand to the body by Hammer. He's saying it didn't hurt again. Now, this is different from Kaufman. Kaufman stayed on the move and didn't take no full-blooded shots, right? Hammer is actually standing, holding his feet a lot more than Kaufman, and he's saying, no, that didn't hurt. He's smiling after getting hit by Ortiz. The boogeyman. Lara versus Castano. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So we're going into the 7th round now. 7th round of an interesting heavyweight clash. Very interesting. Ortiz's nose is all busted up. And let's remember this. Oh, great combination by Hammer. Right, left, uppercut. Okay. Ortiz jabbing very well. Yeah. He's glad for that clinch there, Ortiz. Why are you warning Hammer? What did he do? What is it Hammer did? You're warning Hammer for something. What is it he did? You warning him for hitting him? What kind of bullshit is that, ref? Great combination by Hammer, though. He hasn't followed up. Okay. Ortiz looked like he's run out of juice, man. Look like he's run out of juice. Them legs there don't look very clever. Listen, there's not much power behind them shots because them legs are rubbery as anything. Yeah? They're rubbery as anything. Yeah? Look at his legs, stumbling when he's throwing shots now, Ortiz a little. Hammer rocking back and forth like he's Roy Jones, like he's going to spring into action. But that's not really going to happen. But he looked pretty impressive. Ortiz trying to reinvigorate some energy back into his work, and he needs to. He's trying to get back onto the balls of his toes. Good body shot by Ortiz, a little low, but nevertheless, it's effective. Hammer come back with a body shot himself. Oh, they're exchanging. A little. Huh. Good fight. Good little scrap. Good test for Ortiz, though. Hammer showing that he does have some ability. He does have some ability. Ortiz looks like he's little arm punching now. Arm punches. Not much on them punches from Ortiz. That jab was good though. Straight through the pipe. Yep. Okay. Hammer not getting hit hardly this round though. He's backing up, looking for that sneaky counter. Ortiz not really landing with that jab right now. I'll be honest with you. Hammer throws a little left. Little right by Hammer. Ortiz trying to back him up, trying to hit him with something big. While his hands were low, both their hands were low. Not an impressive fight for Ortiz by any means. By any means. It's not a dominant performance by any means. Not at all. Not at all. Promos and features. Who we got? Your favorite fighters. Who is this? Sign up to Showcom. Yep. What round we going into now, people? This fight is nearly over. I think we're going into the 8th. Hammer's still there. Can Ortiz find a big punch and get him out of there? That's what he really needs. I think the longer this goes, even though there's not much time to go, could be dangerous for Ortiz right now. It really could. Now, this is where Hammer has to make a decisive decision. Does he want this fight? Does he really want it? Does he really want it? How does Ortiz play it from here? Does he just keep it safe and just take his 10-round points decision? He's way up on the scorecards, you would have thought. Oh, straight right by Hammer. Not a bad fighter, is he, Hammer? He's not bad at all. See, when he uses the jab, it's actually not a bad jab. The reach is identical. Good jab by Ortiz. Good body shot by Hammer. Hammer should have went to the body way more. A lot more. When Ortiz starts getting up on his toes and flicking that jab, Hammer needs to throw his own jab. He'll catch Ortiz. He will catch Ortiz. Yeah? Not like Ortiz has got the Muhammad Ali type reflexes where he gets up on his toes and starts flicking a jab. Ali can lean backwards. You're not supposed to do it in the boxing manuals, but Ali used to lean back. Ortiz doesn't have them kind of reflexes. What was that Ortiz did? And the referee said nothing. Didn't he just forearm him in his face? Oh, sneaky little left uppercut by Ortiz. That's a good punch. That's a good punch. Hammer backing him up to the ropes now. Not for long though. Ortiz comes off. Nice little combination there. Still, he's back light on his feet again. Ortiz should just box out here. Just box out here. If an opportunity comes for the KO, take it. But he should just box his way out. That's what he needs to do. Can't take no chances. This guy, too sneaky. And that's what he's doing here. Circling and jabbing. Circling and jabbing. Popping that left in every so often. And that's what he needs to do. I would have liked to see that left uppercut from Ortiz a little more. Not highly impressive at all. Hammer now, he's using the negative tactics to frustrate Ortiz, and he's done it very successfully. Not winning the rounds, but he's trying to frustrate Ortiz, make him lose his concentration, and then try and land something. I don't think Hammer's that tired. I really don't. There's Brian Castano, know nothing about him, but apparently he's the WBA super welterweight champion. Bloody hell. Who did he fight? Who did he fight to become that? Haven't got a clue. Haven't got a clue. Yes, people. Let's do this. This is Jim Gray. Castano. I don't know who the other gentleman is. 2 rounds to go. That's what I do know. 2 rounds to go in this heavyweight clash. Yeah. Ortiz just pushing some punches out there, giving something to think about for Hammer. Hammer's trying to come forward. Oh, good jab by Hammer. When Hammer throws the jab, it's a pretty good jab. Shame he hasn't used that more. I went to the body. Oh, that's a great left hand by Ortiz. Oh, pretend wobble by Hammer there. Bit cheeky, isn't it? Bit cheeky. Hammer just landed another counter right there. Let's see if Ortiz can turn it up. Grandstand finish. Or is Hammer going to shock everyone with a little more in the tank? Have a grandstand finish himself. Left to the midsection by Ortiz. Pushes Hammer off. Doesn't have the strength to do it though. Hammer's strong unit, little right to the body by Hammer. Came up a little short with the left hook follow-up. Ortiz keeping a respectful distance, as he should do. The old dude. The old dude. All people saying that he's a danger man. He's an old dude. Can't rumble like that. He can't rumble like... Oh, good body shot by Hammer, man. When Hammer comes forward, he looks pretty useful, man. When he stands his ground with Ortiz, he looks pretty useful. Ortiz hasn't hurt him once. There's still time, but he hasn't really hurt him. But Hammer, you know, he's hard to, even though he's not running around the ring, like he's turned his head or his body from a lot of the shots and took the sting out of them, or changed the trajectory of the shot. So, you know, not a bad opponent. Coming forward. Ortiz, another late round fight. Good jabs by Ortiz, keeping him under. Oh! They both exchanged right hands there. One from the orthodox stance and one from the southpaw stance. Good shots by Ortiz. Good boxing. Keeping a jab in his face. Oh! Hammer swinging that right like he wants to take the lights out. I tell you what, when Hammer livens up, Ortiz won't exchange with him, bro. I'm telling you. You see, when Hammer livens up, Ortiz won't exchange. He gets, I mean, listen, King Kong, Dupino for Frank. You know what I mean? Ortiz will throw his shots. If he's thrown some jabs and set it up, he'll throw some shots. Yeah, if he knows he's studied his, like, followed this combination pattern, jab, then right hand and jab, I should say, then he'll throw shots. But if Hammer takes the initiative, Ortiz ain't really about that life. I'm telling you. He ain't really about that life, man. I'm telling you. Good, though. I think it's been a good boxing performance by him. lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, another guy you couldn't get him out. You couldn't get Malik Scott out, and this guy." But you know, these guys are good survivors, and Hammer is proving to be a good journeyman, man. He's a good journeyman. Oh, he's trying to throw some power shots there. He held his feet. We're in the 10th. We're in the 10th and final one, bro. Left to the body by Ortiz. I think this is going to full 10, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Good shots by Ortiz. Right hook. The left grazed him. Off right hand by Hammer. Ortiz is all right, though. You know? Off. Clever right hand by Hammer again. Hammer dropping his hands, looking quite good. Nice jab by Ortiz. Hammer looking after himself pretty well, though. Good jabs by Ortiz. Right hand to the stomach by Hammer. Hammer. What's he got left in the tank? Is he just going to be satisfied with the 10 rounds, just doing the 10 with Ortiz? I think so. I think he knows his limits. You know, he's opened up in bits, but he hasn't gone overboard. He hasn't gone overboard. Sticks his tongue out a bit there. Ortiz tries to push him off. But you ain't got your legs behind the push. That's a good left to the stomach by Ortiz. That's a good left. They're exchanging here. They're exchanging shots. Good right by Ortiz. He's on his toes, trying to get the stoppage now. Is Hammer going to buckle to him? Or is he going to stand? Ortiz misses wildly. Oh, good body shot by Hammer. Man. Hammer's got a good chin. Got an excellent chin. He go off the floor with Pricey. I tell you what, Ortiz don't hit as hard as Pricey. I'll tell you that now. He's a way better fighter, but he don't hit as hard. He ain't come close to flooring Hammer. Hammer's gum shield comes out. He catches Ortiz with a left. Hammer's waving his hands like he's won, which he knows he hasn't. Ortiz. His cornerman removes the green gum shield. I think a UD for Ortiz is the obvious pick here. Can't see it going the other way. Can you? I shouldn't think so. I shouldn't think so. Man. Good performance by Hammer. Ortiz is disappointed with that. You know he's disappointed. And this is why Al Heyman is not pumping money into getting him a ranked opponent, because he'll get knocked out. You know what I mean? Probably get knocked out, Ortiz, man. I'm telling you. Oh, not that not saying he definitely will, but if you put him in with a kid with some beans and, you know what I mean, hungry kid, I need to get ranked. You know what I mean? I don't care if he hits me. I'll whack him back. I'll punch him in his balls and, you know what I mean, round the back of his head, and, you know, and make it a dogfight and see what he does. Ortiz, listen, Ortiz is going to be struggling, bruh. Going to be struggling. Let Abe Sanchez refine Joe Joyce a little with the activity that Joe Joyce has. Oh, but listen. Ortiz is serious shit. I don't care what you guys think, but how skillful you think he is. He's going to be serious shit. Serious shit. There's obvious UD. There's only one winner here. We know that. Hammer didn't win. We know Hammer didn't win. Yeah, Jimmy Lennon on the scoreboard. On the scoreboard, Jimmy Lennon Jr. Let's see. Where they got it. Yeah, man. Ortiz all day. Ortiz all day. UD. I didn't see what it was. Has to be a UD though. I couldn't imagine it's anything but a UD. The performance. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced it was all that. Why did I do that? Now, why did I do that? I fucked up my link. Turned it off. It don't work again now. Well, the Hangout's still there. So I haven't been flagged. I went to the chat section. Well, I'm just going to see a few comments and then close down this stream. Where we at, people? Where we at? Where you got? What are you saying? Was you impressed by that? $27 people will watch it. Let's have a look. Shiz Biz, what's up, man? Christian Lewis, big up. Yeah, he does look game. BG London, Ortiz is dangerous when he's hurt. You're really that wild fan club, ain't you? Christian Lewis, yeah, Ortiz is putting it on Hammer now. Shiz Biz, that was a knockdown for sure. I think he was a knockdown. Christian Lewis thinks it's a knockdown. Shiz Biz. Hammer said Fury was on the peds when Fury beat him. That's a good point. Christian Lewis, Ortiz bouncing around like Ali. Bootleg Ali. Christian Lewis. Quite possibly, Shiz Biz. Yeah. What's up? We live, eat, sleep, boxing. Not impressed by Ortiz. I'm going to jump off this one soon, Chris, and I'm going to start another one for the Lara fight. And then I'm going to bring everybody in because I want to post this one up. Ortiz struggling with a big dusser. Yeah, he was. Cheers, Biz. Ortiz always fighting 10-rounders. Yeah. Texo, who do you think winning? Hammer has had his moments. Yeah, he had his moments. No, Ortiz won it clearly. We live, eat, sleep, boxing. Ortiz throwing jabs like it's past his bedtime. Oh, that's Ortiz. Text, I think Dillian White beats Ortiz. Styles make fights, man. Let's not, before we write off Ortiz, Hammer is a good gatekeeper. Hammer is a tough kid, and he knows how to fight. He's not pussy. Hammer ain't pussy. Yeah. Let's put some boxing on it. Put some respect on it. Fernando Perez, who's winning? Ortiz won. Texo. Ortiz loses this fight, he is done. Oh, no doubt. BG London. Hammer's just surviving, not coming forward. Blessing for Ortiz. I think he's BG London. He thinks Ortiz is sunny. Listen. JD, this is embarrassing, beats, laughing out loud. We live, eat, sleep, boxing. I didn't know Tama was a ref. JD, Ortiz is done out here, not impressed. Texo, one judge gave Ortiz every round. Christian Lewis says Ortiz showing his age. Tex, yes, age shows 100%. Text, oh, still a fan. Wilson C, not saying Ortiz is old, but he did overthrow Batista with Castro. Ivan Lewis, Ortiz was too light for this guy. Okay. Pete Khabib, imagine the meltdown if AJ Fury and Wilder fought a dusser like Hammer in 2019. But because it's Ortiz, it's crickets, they want him on that upper echelon though. Oh, no doubt. Oh, no doubt. No doubt about that. You know? Ivan Lewis, Povetkin also won every round. And he didn't get hit as much. He didn't get hit nowhere. I tell you what, right? Povetkin didn't get hit nowhere near as much. And he had Hammer under control way more than Ortiz did. You know? Wheelie beats boxing. Ortiz, blood pressure. Man showed up in this fight. Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Look old. Look old, dog. You menace to society, boy. Cool. Oh, menace to society, but old dog. All right, oh yeah, let's see the scorecard. So Buckler must be up now. Let's have a quick look. And then I'm gonna close the screen. Then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna bring in my man, Chris Man. 99, 91, 100 to 90, and 99, 91 twice. Okay. So convincing, but the fight told more of a story, I think. You know, it did tell more of a story. So Fury retired Hammer. Christian Lewis, Lara winning his next fight. Should do. He should do. You would have thought he would. But I'm gonna close this one up and then catch you on the later.